Hey y'all, welcome back to Kingdom Talk with me, your girl Marie Lewis, and we are still on the topic how to intensify the power of God within us. And today we will focus on faith. Because let me tell y'all something. Without faith, we dead. We just dead people walking. Because faith brings the unknown to the known. Faith pull things from the spiritual realm and bring it to this physical realm. It takes faith to say, I hear the voice of God and I know I'm speaking to God. It takes faith to be obedient to God. Abraham had to take his son, to sacrifice his son. And what he did, he took his son in faith, knowing that God will deliver. Abraham had to leave a land that he did not, leave the land that he know to go somewhere he did not know. It took faith to know that God is going to be the one with him. You cannot move with power. You cannot activate the power of God within you if you do not have faith. And faith is not something that just comes. I believe that God put us in certain situations to build our faith. And every level we go, there's a new level of faith required. Matter of fact, let me read this verse to you. This Matthew 14, verse 29 and 31. It says, "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" It took Peter faith to walk on water, to get out that boat and walk on water. Jesus was on water, walking. He saw his spirit on the water and he went out on the water. He said, Jesus, in the previous verse, said, "Jesus, if that's you, tell me to come out and I'll come." Jesus said, "Come." And he began to walk on water. But what got him is when he started doubting. Jesus said, "Oh, you with little faith." That means if you have little faith, you cannot move in the power of God. You cannot move the way Jesus moved. You cannot move the way God created you to move. He walked on water because there was faith. Faith was the one that held him up. But as soon as he started to doubt, what happened? He started sinking. And what was Jesus' response? "Oh, you of little faith." Because Jesus knew it takes faith to move in the power of God. But Jesus had faith. Not only was that he's here on earth, but he took faith for him to walk on water. To know that his Father is there with him. Everything Jesus did was through faith. Every miracle he did was through faith. And when he brought him back from death, it was faith, because faith speaks for you. Faith is saying, I see that situation is dead, but I'm going to bring it alive. And when I speak, it's going to happen. Because as soon as you start doubting, you lose. He started doubting, and then what happened? He began to sink. That's why they say sin, it's a sin to doubt. Matter of fact, it's a Bible verse that says, let me find it. But it says something like, once you doubt, if you pray and you doubt, your prayers was canceled. It takes faith to even pray and receive. You see, it's James 1, verse 6 through 8. But when you pray, you must believe and not doubt at all. Whoever doubts is like a wave in the sea that is driven and blown out by wind. If you are like that, unable to make up your mind and decide in all you do, you must not think that you will receive anything from the Lord. Let me find it in the NIV version for you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. The person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. So God is saying, if you pray, and then you doubt what you just prayed, you will not receive. So imagine going to pray for healing for somebody, but then you doubt, oh, is this person really going to get healed? Is this person really healed? You just canceled your prayer. And that person will not receive the healing because you doubted. Everything we do, in order to intensify the power of God within us, we have to walk by faith. It's a requirement. As soon as you start doubting, you lose. Peter started doubting, he started sinking. And then in James 1, verse 6 and 7, it says, no, yeah, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, in James 1, chapter 6, it says, if you pray and you doubt, you won't receive. Matter of fact, it says when you die, you are double-minded and unstable in all your ways. And that's just from not believing in the prayers you pray for. You want to deliver somebody, but you doubt it. You want to heal somebody, but you doubt it. You want to raise the dead, but you're doubting. And I believe with everything in me, that's the number one reason almost everybody on this earth that does not walk in the full power of God, that the power of God is not intensified in them, is because they're doubting. It's because their faith is little. Doubt will cancel your prayer. Doubt will stop you from receiving. Imagine praying, Father God, let this person get a house. Father God, open doors for me. Then you doubt, is the door really going to open? Then you doubt, am I really going to get this job? No, you won't. Not only that you won't receive it, the Lord is saying that you're double-minded and you are unstable. You will not receive anything from the Lord for doubting. Just for doubting, you will not receive anything. There's a verse, right, that says, well, let's go to 15. And the prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. The Lord will raise them up. If they have sinned, they will be forgotten. Let's go to 14. Let's start at 13. Is anyone among you in trouble? Let them pray. Is anyone happy? Let them sing songs of praise. Is anyone among you sick? Let them call the elders of the church to pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. The Lord will raise them up. If they have sinned, they will be forgotten. They will be forgiven. Listen. And the prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. You have to have faith to heal. You have to have faith to deliver. It takes faith because as soon as you doubt, the power leaves. It's like you doubt it is like saying, I don't believe in God. You doubt it is an insult to God. You're praying for healing, but then you don't believe that you really getting healed or the person gonna get healed. The power of God will never be activated in you. The power of God will never intensify in you if you doubt. It takes faith. In everything, it takes faith. If you don't have faith, I'm gonna say it again, it's like you're a dead man walking. How can you live with faith? Without faith, you can't. And the people who don't have faith, they're the ones worrying a lot. They're the ones doubting a lot. They can't sleep at night because they're trying to figure out how this is going to work out. They have no peace at night. But when you have faith, it says the prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. So if I come to you right now, you're sick, and I pray over you, and I pray in faith, and I believe in everything that you are healed, guess what? You are healed. It doesn't take the person you're praying for faith to heal them. It takes your faith because you're the one praying for the healing. You're the one laying hands on. It takes your faith to heal them. So they can doubt, but your faith will overpower that doubt. If you want to walk in power, if you want to intensify the power of God in you, if you want to bring out the power of God in you, if you want to heal the sick, raise the dead, and all this other stuff that Jesus did plus more, you have to have faith. Because it takes faith to bring something from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. It takes faith. And let me tell you something. If you don't have faith, how are you going to set yourself free? Forget about having power to heal the sick, to bring people to God. How are you going to set yourself free? How are your own prayers that you pray for yourself and your family will be hindered? It's time to step it up. But you can't step it up if you ain't got no faith. But in order to have faith, God will put you through certain situations that will make you have to trust Him, that will make you have to move and live with faith, live by faith. That you'll eat faith, drink faith, smell faith. Everything about you will be faith. And that's why a lot of people are like, well, I'm going through this. Why I'm going through this? Because God's trying to increase your faith. Because the faith you had in one season might not be enough for the faith in the next season. Hold on. The faith you had in one season might not be enough faith for the next season. I remember when I had just one kid. It was so easy to get up and walk around and do whatever God told me to do. I had the faith. I'm like, okay, God got us. Then I started realizing when I had the second and third kid, it started getting a little scary. I'm being honest. My faith started decreasing. Oh my gosh. Is God going to provide for all of us if I just leave this job? Is God going to make a way if I don't take this offer? Like I started doubting, but I'm like, why was it easy for me to believe in one child and not three and a husband? God said, in every level you go up, it takes faith, a new level of faith. So the faith I had for one child, when it was just me and my daughter, was not enough to carry me and my whole family. So God put me through certain situations that my faith will increase to the point where now it can carry the whole family. If God say, hey, I need you to do this right now, that I'm not going to worry about the bills. I'm not going to worry about this. I'm like, okay, God said it, let's do it. It takes faith. But all right, y'all. Y'all know how we do. We don't keep it too long. I pray that this was able to help you. I pray that if you don't have enough faith, that you'll pray and the Lord will increase your faith. I pray that by the time we're done with this season, that you will be walking with your power, the power of God within you will be intensified. Matter of fact, they won't even know who you are. The light on you going to be too bright. So I pray I have a good weekend. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, comment below, all that good stuff. See you guys next week.